Hello everybody. So today's free online lesson, it's about basic theory so that we get to understand a little bit our guitar and how to find notes and chords easily on the guitar. Now this lesson is going to have two parts. Today's lesson is about basic theory so that we get to understand the mechanics of the fretboard and also how to find notes easy on the guitar. And the second lesson, which is going to come after soon, is going to be about being able to play any chord shape, any basic chord shape on the guitar. And when I say basic chord shapes, we have two types. It's a major and minor. Alright, so the major chord shapes or chords are happy, like this, and the minor ones are like this. Alright, so we have two shapes, two types of chords. The major, which are happy, and the minor, which are a little bit more sad. We can use in songs only major chords or only minor chords or a combination. Many times it's actually a combination of chords. Now this first lesson is going to help us understand the notes and how to be able to find easily notes so that we'll be able afterwards to play any chord in more easy without having too much difficulty. Now the note names are based on the English alphabet, which is A, B, C, D, E, F and G. So we have like 7. A, B, C, D, E, F and G. Now these 7 notes are not the only one that exist. The European system, the classical music that it was based on, has not only 7 notes, it actually has 12 notes. How that is possible? Okay, let me just explain really easily. The smallest distance that any note has is a semitone or half a tone. And on the guitar, when we go from one note to the next one, higher, this is higher because the pitch is going higher. Listen to this, and the pitch is going higher. So we go from one box or fret, we're going to name it fret, alright? So from this fret, the 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3, to go to the 4th fret on the 6th string, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you should know that by now. We go only half a tone. So this note is a half tone higher than this note, and this note is a half tone lower than this note, or semitone. Now this note here, it's 1 tone higher than this note, and this note is 1.5 tone higher than this note, and this vice versa. This note here is 1.5 tone lower than this note. Alright, and that's how it functions. Now I'm going to tell you there's 2 pairs of notes that have only semitone in between them. That means that it's only from here to here, it's not from here to here. The rest of the pairs, they have a note in between them. Okay, so the 2 pairs that have only half tone between them is E to F and B to C. E to F and B to C. That means that to go from the E to the F note, we don't have another note in between. To go from the B to the C note, we don't have another note in between. The rest of the pairs, from the A to B, we have a note in between. From B to C, it's one of the pairs that is a semitone. From C to D, D to E, we don't have we have another note in between, so it's 1 tone. From E to F, it's the 2nd pair, as we said, and from F to G, we have a tone in between, and from G to A, I'm sorry. So when one note gets higher, so if I have a G note here, for example, and the G to the A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, A, that's how it goes when it goes higher. When it goes lower, it goes in the opposite direction, which is A, G, F, E, etc. Now, if I have a G note here and I want to go to A, that means that they have 1 note in between. This note, we're going to have a different type of naming it, and this is a G, sharp. Okay, and then we have A. Now from the A to the B note, again we have a tone. So A sharp, B. From B to C we have only a half tone, so it's B, C. From C to D, C, C sharp, D. From D to E, D, D sharp, E. And from E to F, it's again a half tone. Alright, so we have covered now this. Now let's understand how these notes work on the guitar. On the guitar is like this. The tuning of the guitar, this is the first string, is an E. This is a B, is the second. The third is a G. The fourth is a D. The fifth is the A string. And then we have the E string is the sixth. So this is the sixth note, the first, alright? Don't get confused. Now let's just go to the top here, top string, the sixth string, the low sixth string, E string. This is E, right? It's like I'm pressing outside here, but I don't need to press actually, just have it like this. So what's the next note? A, B, C, D, E, F. Is the E with the F a half tone or a tone? It's a half tone, so I gotta go here. Now what's the next note? The next note is not a G, it's an F sharp. And then I have a G. Then I have a G sharp. Then I have an A. Then I have an A sharp. Then I have a B. Then I have a C. Then I have a C sharp, a D, D sharp, E. Now we're one octave. This is E and this is E. It's on the 12th fret that has the two dots usually on the guitar. All the open strings. E, here is E. A, D, D, G, G, B, B, and E, E. Alright, let's just take another example. This is the fifth string, it's an A string. A, open string. Then what's the note here? This is A sharp. And then I have a B because the A to B, it's a tone, right? So A sharp, B. Then B to C, it's a half tone. Then C to D is here. And so this is C, this is C sharp, this is D. D to E is a tone. D, D sharp, E. E to F is a half tone, E, F. Alright, F to G is a tone, F, F sharp, G. Alright, so you understand how the mechanics work. Now, and you need to just practice a little bit, just placing each finger and have it in mind that we go from, the notes go like this. Okay, let's put the order now. A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. That's it. And then we have C again. Alright? Now, this is the simplest way to explain this, as you see also on the diagram on the video. Now, when any note goes higher by a half tone or semitone, it's just one box, right? And we're gonna name it from a G to a G sharp, and then we have an A. Now what happens if I go from A to G? Yes, A, this is G sharp, or and then we go to G. But this note, the G sharp, has two names. Like we have two names, and my name is Petros Mendonis, so I have two names, first and last name, but I'm one person. So this G sharp is one note, but actually has two names. You can name it a G sharp. When you go from a G to an A, the G becomes higher and it becomes G sharp. Then you have an A. When you lower a note, it becomes A flat. So the G sharp is the same as A flat. So let's just think of it like this. If we have A, to go to B is A sharp, B. If I go from B to A, it's B flat, A. So the A sharp is the same as the B flat. Alright, so then I have B, C, and then, which is half tone. Then from from a C to D, it's C, C sharp, D. Now if I go from D to C, it's D, D flat, C. So the C sharp is the same as D flat. So we can name one chord afterwards by the name of the note. Either it's going to be a G sharp chord, either it's going to be an A flat chord. And to find the chords, we need to find the notes first that we name the chord after. Usually is the first note, and we call this a root. So if I have a C chord, the name of the chord is been taken by the first note that we built the chord on, and we're going to do chord construction on another lesson, theoretical lesson again, how to build chords and which notes we use and why we use these notes to build these chords. So that's it, folks. We have 12 notes, and the notes, let's just repeat them together. A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, and then we have G, G sharp, A. Alright, A sharp and B. So we have 12 notes. If we go lowering the notes, we have A flat, G, G flat, F, E, E flat, D, D flat, C, B, B flat, A. So it's the same exact. So if we have the C sharp note is the same as a D flat. The D sharp note is the same as an E flat. The F sharp note is the same as a G flat. The G sharp note is the same as the A flat. The A sharp note is the same as the B flat. Okay guys, I hope you got this. If you haven't any questions, feel free to post a comment on YouTube or on Facebook, and I'll be very happy to answer any question you have. Take it easy.